Welcome everyone, AdamTheWoo here. This is going to be a tough vlog to do because I am out in the middle of the desert in California, Southern California. It's very windy. I put a sticker on the backside of my iPhone 5, which will deter a little bit of the wind, but you're going to hear some wind, even though my voice, hopefully, because the front microphone is still exposed, you will be able to hear my voice not too terribly chopped up by the wind. I apologize because this vlog is going to be very windy. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Relic in the middle of the desert. A rotting, rusting piece of a vehicle. Actually, it actually is an entire full vehicle that has actually plummeted down the side of a cliff in the boulderous mountain regions of the Palm Desert here in Southern California. Look at this. That is a truck. An intact truck with rocks on top of it, crushing it, that has actually fallen from the top of the road, which is up there. And there are many multiple tires that are actually down below as well from other motorists who have been trekking along the road up there on top of the mountain and have actually lost control, lost their spare tires, and hopefully there was not anyone that perished in this wreck. And you got to wonder, how long has this been sitting down here? And I want to talk about something that happened in 1963, I believe it was, early 1960s. Was a comedy, a huge comedy called It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, starring every possible comedian of any stature, shape, and size from that time period. An eternal classic that my dad always watched. My dad and I used to always watch it. And when I found out about this spot, I thought, man, I gotta show up here and find this spot, simply because I know my dad will get a kick out of it, as well as my friend Scott Yukin, who is a big Jimmy Durante fan. So Scott Yukin and my dad, this vlog especially goes out to you and to everyone else out there who has seen It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, or a fan of comedies and movie locations. Basically, the movie was filmed all around the desertous areas of Southern California, and a lot of the areas have changed. Of course, buildings have changed, things like that. But rocks and roads rarely ever change. And a very fantastic scene happened right up there on the side of that cliff. The very beginning of the movie, the character that Jimmy Durante played was driving crazy down the road. You can actually look up the YouTube clips. By the way, I really do not want to step on a snake. I'm terrified of rattlesnakes, and I'm really hoping that I do not fall on a snake. Okay, so let's talk about the movie. Jimmy Durante, his character, was driving down the road, which we're going to see shortly when we walk up there, and he skyrockets off. He plummets off the side of this cliff. They built a ramp right to the side of this rock embankment that we will see as we get closer to the top. And of course, the funny line, one of the comedians, I can't remember what comedian it was, help me out if you know what comedian kept saying over and over and over. Did you see how he just went sailing out there? He just went sailing out there. He went sailing. You see the way he just went sailing out there? That all happened right in here. And his car went sailing out there, which is very interesting. That now there is another vehicle, which is not the car that Jimmy Durante was driving and plummeted down here. But there is another vehicle, which is kind of ironic, don't you think? It's like rain. I wonder if it ever rains in the California desert. Probably not. It very rarely rains in California, and probably even less in the California desert. Like I said in yesterday's vlog, it's amazing how cold it is out here in the desert. I was thinking my trek over a couple days out in the desert would actually be kind of warm, but once again I have to wear my hoodie. Not as cold as it was yesterday, but it's still very windy and very chilly because there's nothing out here really stopping the wind, which is why you're probably in this vlog. So let's walk up here. Watch out for the snakes. If you see any snakes, please warn me, even though by the time this vlog is uploaded, I will have probably already been bitten by a snake and died the death in the same spot as Jimmy Durante's character did as well, which hopefully it does not come to that. So right up there was a ramp that was built. Coming off the side of there, the car ramped off at full speed, plummeted down the hill, and then all the characters came down. Jimmy Durante's character actually was telling all the other people that there was a lot of money hidden, $350,000 was hidden, and they could go on a quest to actually find the money. In that scene where Jonathan Winters is right over in here, Milton Berle, which I think is the one that kept saying, he just went sailing out there. We're right in here with Jimmy Durante, looking off at the distance. You can see the ramp they built, and you can see this rock formation. And right over in here, somewhere against one of these rocks, was where Jimmy Durante kicked the bucket, which is actually a super funny joke. He was actually laying here against one of these rocks, which is very hard to discern which rock it was he was laying his head upon. But then after he pretty much tells them about the money situation, he kicks an actual proverbial bucket down the hill, of course, thus probably signifying one of the funniest jokes of all time, maybe definitely a very funny innuendo, kicking the bucket, which of course alludes to death. It is very, very, very windy. I really hope you can hear me. But check this out. Look at this. Now the problem is going to be getting back up to the top without having a slithering creature of doom nipping at my ankles. But I wanted to start the vlog down at the vehicles. I thought that was a very cool starting point. There's a better angle there. That's where the car comes sailing off right there towards us and down the hill. Okay, now we're going to go to the top. I'll show you the angle from the top and how cool it looks and how it compares to the movie. Look how high up we are right now. Just got to get back over this guardrail. But look down there. You can see the wreckage. huge ramp right here next to this boulder. A ramp that shot the vehicle straight down that way, right where that wrecked vehicle is. So Jimmy Durante's character speeding towards us, ramped off right here into the desert, boulderous areas of the desert. There's also a shot where you can see him coming directly towards us as he turns right here. So pretty cool. If you've not seen the movie, check it out or look up the YouTube clips online. Pretty cool spot. My nose is running, my mouth is watering. So windy. I apologize if you cannot hear me, but leave some comments. What do you think about this vlog and this location? Other people have done cool filming locations of Mad World. Check them out. Just Google them. Pretty cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Woo! I need a drink. Goodbye.